We bring in the studio this morning, Mister. Should I call you Mister? Maurizio. What's up, man? You're on
Yes.
mute.
Mr. Pepe and Zima.
Mr.
Can you hear
Money,
me
thank
now?
you for coming
I think
in.
I'm alright.
Good morning.
Mr. Pepe and Zima. How's
What's
it
up, guys?
going?
What's up?
Thanks for having
Welcome
me.
back, guys. Welcome back to episode number 57, Freestyle Friday. Today we just on Fridays we usually there's no agenda. We just chill. We talk business. We talk investments, and we have fun. And today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Maurizio. Thank you for coming in. Good morning.
Good night, good evening, good morning, or depends wherever you are. Thanks for having me. Yeah, excited to be here. Yeah, looking forward to the show. Let's go.
Do you want to just give let people know who you are, give a little background, what you do, and I know you're in the crypto space.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Theo.
sure thing. Yeah, my name is Mauricio.
You're frozen there, Maurizio. By the way, you're I don't
I'm
know
a
if you
frozen.
know.
Can you
Yes,
hear me now?
we can't see your camera. No, we hear you well, but we can't see your camera. I don't know if it's.
Oh shit. On my side, you can see it all fine. What about now?
I think as you have the blurred background.
Let me go into settings.
Somebody just commented saying I'm drinking mezcal tequila.
Cheers, Theo. That's what I said.
Can you? Is it still blurred? I don't have the blurred background. I think it's fine.
Felix, can you just carry this 2 minutes? I want to go get a beer. It's Friday, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
All
no
right.
problem.
Okay.
But Maurizio, could you? Now we can see you perfectly. Could you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit what you're doing and what's your upbringing, what's your background.
Yeah. So my background, I was actually started my career as a chef for a long time. So I started traveling the world.
Where did you
when I was
you
young.
chef?
I started in Canada. I grew up in Vancouver. Went to school in Vancouver, and then after a couple of years of working in Vancouver, 1 year in Vancouver, 1 year in Whistler, I wanted to see the world. You know, I was like 21. I wanted to travel. So when I started moving around, I went to Switzerland, Sweden, a couple of years in Australia. And then when I was in Australia, I thought like, okay, I don't think this chef life is what I want to do forever. And I started looking for new opportunities, right? At that time, I decided to go to school and start my master's in business administration. And then COVID hit right after that, so it's kind of perfect timing because it all became online, and I was able to just fully, finish my studies. As soon as I finished studying, I got into crypto a lot during that time, and I know we all had a lot of spare time. I was in Australia at the time. I was in Melbourne, right? So Melbourne was one of the most locked down cities in the world. So I had like almost a year and a half of just lockdown, which was just like my study time, my learning time. I put in the work. I actually started a small, like my first crypto business there. It failed, but it was just something small, right? I was just trying to create like a Craigslist with a friend, but with Bitcoin, right? Well, we didn't have a lot of funding. It was just the first company ever. We started it. We tried it. We learned a lot. And then that was kind of like my first experience in crypto, right? I started studying more, and then I got a job and I started full time in working DeFi. I don't know if you guys are familiar with XRP or Ripple. Started doing business development there. Then after that, I moved into more IoT. It was more DeFi what I was working in, so like decentralized finance. And then I started to realize that like this was not really revolutionary what we were doing. It was all outdated technology on XRP, and I wanted to see like work more with smart contracts, see what else there was. And then I came across this company that was hiring called Peak Network, which was building basically the backbone for a machine economy. So a blockchain specifically built to power machines. So we're not going just crypto, but now we're connecting real world assets, like real world machines, to the blockchain, giving them identities and creating open networks. So you can think of applications like ride sharing or Uber or so on. But now you can basically build these applications with code. So then you can cut out the middleman. You have your insurance provider, you have all of these different entities in between, but you don't have that Uber entity that's basically charging that upsell and basically taking that middleman out of all these applications. And I started realizing that was going to be.
So let me just ask you a question, because we're going super fast on this, but I really want to understand. Like, you guys are basically replacing like the POS systems, like you guys are basically replacing everything that's Visa, MasterCard related, and all the transactions based on that network, and replacing that with a network of cryptocurrencies. Is that what I understand? Like, from an outsider perspective, like, I don't know anything about your business. I never heard of it. And for our viewers who might join us and ask themselves the same thing, what would be like the like the simple version of what you just explained?
Yeah, let me try to simplify that. So you can think of like not so much just the payment railway. The payment railway is part of it, but also the application itself, right? Am I freezing? You guys are kind of like buffering a little bit.
No, it's me. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's more the application itself. It could be like self-hosted and self-made. So like the contract itself is just done on chain, right? So the logic is done. So like, let's say, hey, for every kilometer driven, you get paid this much, and this goes to that person, and this goes to that person. The insurance provider is this person, and they get this X amount. So that is all done in code. So it's not just the payment railways, but the logic of the business is all just made by code. Therefore, there doesn't need to be that Uber with the application taking that cut for it. It all just gets pre-made by software developers, and then it could be fully managed and automated in a way that you, as a driver, are just making the deal with the person that you're picking up and delivering the ride, and then that payment goes directly from one to another, and there's that 30% fee is basically withdrawn. So Peak is a blockchain that's powering this for all types of machines, so not just Uber, but it could be Wi-Fi hotspots in areas where there's no infrastructure, right? So there's a model called Deepin, Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks, where you're essentially incentivized with tokens to deploy hardware. So in regions like South America, for example, Venezuela, or certain areas where deserted areas where there might not be connectivity in the whole city, people can crowdfund for these like hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots, and then people will deploy them for them and create that network, and then you get paid for people using that network. So ads and stuff, and other companies that basically promote on that Wi-Fi are basically paying the people that deploy the infrastructure. So you're just creating a decentralized network of machines. So these are just a few different use cases. But that was a company, Peak, that I was working for, and I've recently spin out, and I'm building my own thing. We can dive into that a bit later. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or thoughts,
like for me, one thing that comes to mind when you spoke about that project was HNT. For me, I had HNT. I don't know if you know the project HNT Helium. I'm sure you know. Is it kind of the same concept as HNT? Like, because I have a few hotspots. I purchased a few hotspots for my apartments, and I said, you know what, let's try it out. And at the beginning, they were going for so much money, and you were mining at such a high rate. I don't know if you remember, dude. At one point, I think we were getting like one HNT a day. I wasn't able to get my hands on one. One HNT at the time was like $60 USD. I think it went even higher than that. So when you're talking about the so it's kind of like the same concept, right? It's like a Internet of Things. Sorry, I'm not very educated on this. I'm just like I know I dove into it a little bit.
That's exactly it. Like Helium is actually like the OG in that space, right? Helium was like the first proof of concept for Deepin, and then people started recreating that model, but for different use cases, right? Now you see the same thing for aviation, like flight tracking networks. So it's same kind of hotspots, but instead of having the Wi-Fi, you're putting an antenna that radars for airplanes, right? So then you create a really robust network, and you're actually paying people in tokens to deploy that. So people buy the hardware, deploy it, and then they're earning passive income for having their own hardware live, right? And then that is really easy to create a better infrastructure that is actually existing now, right? Because the government would have to pay millions of dollars to go deploy all these antennas across the world, and there would have to be international agreements, and it'd be like, how do you pay these people deploying? It's like if you're paying from one country to another, then you got to experience currency exchange is just a mess, right? So the best way to do it is crypto, and we found that across different use cases, and now more and more are coming. And Peak is basically the layer one that enables all of that. So not just Helium, but it's like Ethereum, right? It's a layer one blockchain that you build applications on. This layer one blockchain is built just for these type of applications with machines. If you have to build that from scratch, right, you have to go machine to machine payments, role-based access control, all of this stuff. So this comes out of the box, and it makes it easier for people building applications with hardware, with machines, to just use an SDK and deploy it faster. So if you go into Ethereum, you got really expensive transactions. It just doesn't work, right? And you have to develop all this code and all this machine logic yourself. Each application will have to do it on their own. This chain Peak just like kind of builds all that out of the box, low transaction, high throughput, decentralization. So it kind of is like building all the stack that you need specifically for machines, and the builders can just focus on the actual business case rather than on building the infrastructure and tooling for machines to connect to the network. So yeah, that's a quick overview of the company that I was previously working for, and now I'm actually building a project on top of that chain. That's more focused on robotics, and it's a DAO, it's a decentralized autonomous organization.
Wow, that's crazy. So
It's
that's where we're going.
To unpack
That's where
there.
we're heading. Yes.
I just have one. Well, I have more than one question, but I guess my next question is, what's the difference between layer one and layer two? You said like Peak is a layer one, and so do you need to be a layer one in order to build stuff on top, like to build projects on the network, or can you build, for example, on layer two?
You can build on a layer. So a layer one is basically the main network where you're transacting on. So usually when people refer to like mainnet or like the layer one, it's usually Ethereum. It's like the most adopted layer one. But then it's not scalable, right? So there's a lot of transactions going on. So then when you see like the market's picking up and there's a lot of users buying NFTs, buying tokens, trading, swapping, then the transactions become really expensive, and it doesn't become really usable for a lot of applications. Like you can't run an IoT application on a network that's charging you $5 to $10 every time you send a transaction, because every time you're trying to pay that user their token for deploying that hardware, then you already basically spent all of the earnings or more of what they've earned that day on just the transaction fee. So it doesn't work. So then people have started building these layer twos that are just scaling solutions that are cheaper ways to transact on still like Ethereum, right? So Polygon is an example, Arbitrum, Optimism. But Peak didn't even build on EVM on Ethereum directly. They just built their own layer one and just focused it on machines. So it's like it's just like Ethereum. It's a base layer, but this one is focusing on just the machine. So it's not really building on top of Ethereum like the other layer twos. Layer two just means it's stacked on top of that, and it's helping with the scaling issue of Ethereum.
Right, so the price, because the gas fees with Ethereum are high, but I think they did a fork. Like they did I don't know if that's what you call it. They did a fork, and I don't want to seem like I know this stuff like crazy, but I used to I have some Ethereum, and I used to send it. It used to cost like, I think like at one point it was like $100. You send like less than $100, but I think they solved that problem. I'm not sure if it's like still like if they managed to make it cheaper. By the way, somebody in the chat just called you a genius. Somebody who knows their crypto just said this guy is a genius. So yeah, there's that. He has a question for you. I have a question for Mauricio. What is the best strategy to buy a newly launched crypto token on the Ethereum blockchain?
To be honest, I would look for launch pads, like strong, like fair launches. You know, you don't want to be buying the VC back. So it's very important to look at tokenomics. Make sure you look at the vesting schedules and see how much of the supply has been bought up before they go public, right? Because a lot of times VCs have invested millions and millions of dollars, and they own like 30, 40% of the supply. And then by the time it hits retail investors, you're just buying into the selling pressure, right? The VCs bought at a really low price, and they're just selling the whole time when retailers buying in. So make sure you do your research on tokenomics, circulating supply, vesting schedules, and then look for fair launches. Look for projects that haven't raised too much from venture capital and are looking to basically allow the community to get in early. That's very important at the moment. That's kind of a big problem in crypto, and why you're seeing meme coins go off the rails now, because it's kind of like a fuck you to the industry. The industry has been extracting too much value. By the time it gets to retail, retail is just getting wrecked, and they're just getting the poor deals, and it's really just the big guys selling to them, and there's no real upside left. So then, like, retail was kind of like said fuck you, and they just started buying meme coins, whereas there's no VCs buying that, and then that's what's pumping, and then the other coins are not pumping anymore. So the new narrative is like, create a utility token, but do fair launches. So now I think we're finally reaching that like balance of like, fuck the VC thing and fuck the meme coins. Now let's make utility tokens, but make it fair again. And I think that's the way the industry is finally heading, and that's the narrative. And that's kind of what we're trying to do with Ex Machina, with the project that I'm building. We're trying to go against the grain and go against all of this. They call it high FTV, low float, which means they have a really high launch valuation, but only a low percent of the supply is circulating at the start, which means it's like priced very high, but only a bit of the supply is circulating, which means you'll have all these tokens vested in the next few years, which just means sell pressure over time. So we're moving away from that now. So make sure you do that. And one place where I would recommend to buy is CoinList. CoinList is one of the more reputable exchanges who only list quality projects. So I would suggest to check them out if you're looking for fair launches and pre-sales. But always check the tokenomics, investing schedules.
He says, I'm talking about Shiro, backed by Shiba Inu creators. Oh, sorry. Backed by Shiba Inu creators and Alex Becker. It's just another meme coin, right? I mean, if you, it's like a pump and dump. So you get in early, you're good, I guess.
Yeah, that's just a meme coin. Like, you're just gambling at that point, right? So I don't have any, I don't know the coin. But yeah, that's just like a luck of the draw, you know. If you're getting in early, then you might be able to make some money, but you can also get rugged really easily. So yeah.
That's pretty solid advice, honestly. Like, you never know with these meme coins. I've tried to, man, FOMO is a real thing, right? Like, I keep saying this. Like, I keep seeing like these people that are making millions on these coins, and we tend to think like, oh, we might get lucky.
I never invested. The only money I invested was in XLM, and look what happened.
It's up 600% apparently.
The little money I invested in crypto a few years back, I invested in Tesla when it was too high and it dropped, and I lost my money. And I invested in XLM and it dropped like everything else. And I just holding on to it. And now because I've just read the description. I'm a zero in crypto, like literally. I really know nothing. But Weld Simple gave us the opportunity to buy crypto on our app, and I just tried. And I just read the thing, and I found I bought some what's it called? AAVE. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I bought some Aave.
I heard about that one.
And I bought some XLM.
Of course, come on YouTube.
I was really moved by the XLM description, what it was doing, and I thought it was brilliant. So I bought some of it, and now I'm just happy I kept it.
Nice. Yeah, Aave is a solid protocol as well. It's like one of the OG DeFi protocols, borrowing and lending. So you could basically borrow and lend money in a decentralized manner. You get leverage and so on your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that.
But is it safe to say that there'll just be like a few winners at the end of the day? That most will, like, obviously you can't predict that, but would you think that? Would you think that just like some of them will survive, most of them in the long run will just?
Can I just add to that question and
of course
and ask by the same, because I feel like we have the same question. Do you think those who are like based on hardware development and like developing in third world countries and trying to help these communities that are who usually have no service, that regular services were not able to attain, now with crypto and everything that you explained at the beginning, I feel like these cryptos should be more valuable in the future? Is that, from what I understood, like from everything that you said, this is my feeling? Is that the generally why you're investing in that?
Yeah, I think the industry is maturing. It's doing both things, right? It's turning into a casino because of the meme coin and because of value extraction from the big players. But then at the same time, on the other side, where it's not like the shiny bright, shiny lights, and people are like talking about it so much as the meme coins. But if you're in the crypto space, you're seeing this develop. Um, there is like being like a maturity in the technology where now we're finding actual use cases that make sense and are actually improving people's lives and actually creating real world impact. And I think, yes, that we're actually finally reaching that. A big problem with crypto was the UX UI. It's still a problem. The user experience, getting your wallet, having to do all your private keys has always been a issue for a long time, and we're finally getting there as well with that.
It
And I
will be
think,
big
yes, I
on
think,
trust. It will be big on gaining the people's trust, you know, to gain like
yeah,
to buy the technology.
yeah, exactly. And I think since crypto's had like the ups and downs and all of those, the FTX collapse and all of these things that just
Yeah.
sorry gave us a bad name, right, as an
Yeah,
industry.
bad
I
publicity,
think
of course.
exactly the only way to make it better is to show real use cases and people
Wow.
understand like a value without them having to buy a token. If you tell your
Mm.
grandma like, hey, like deploy this or like put
Crypto
this
did
antenna
this.
that is
Yes.
doing, no, you just tell her, look, all you have to do is set this up this because they provide this service that then is valuable and this company is going to pay you. You don't even get to tell her crypto and she understand, oh, that makes sense because now they can track the airplanes or they can track the noise pollution or they can see the weather. They can do all of these
Wow.
different things that these deepens are doing. And now it actually makes sense because we're putting real business cases, just making better networks than the existing ones because infrastructure is expensive. And if it's all going to be controlled by this one company, let's say like even
Mm.
telecom, right? If we need to set up connectivity everywhere in the world, you gotta put the infrastructure everywhere, and that's billions and billions of dollars, right? It's just not gonna be feasible, and the companies won't do it if there's not enough demand in some more deserted areas. But these villages or these small cities in a lot of countries could use and need the Wi-Fi or need the connectivity and so on. And now, yeah, this is making it possible in a cheap and affordable and scalable way. And I think deepen in this machine narrative and IoT, like the connection of both, and like being able to deploy infrastructure in a decentralized manner is gonna be like the first wave of like real crypto adoption without the people needing to know that they're even interacting with crypto, because you might just be a user that's
Mm.
using the infrastructure or
Mhm.
be a company that's buying the data, and you won't even have to know it's crypto. And I think that it's going to be the way we kind of change this
Yeah,
that
because that is
taste in people's
valuable.
mouth.
We need data. So I have just like sideline question. Sorry, George. I don't know if I'm cutting you
No,
off.
no, not at
I have
all.
a question about this. Like, do you think that like as we go and as automation is also like AI is growing everywhere, like AI tasks and AI is already taking jobs that we know. That would mean that manual, everything that's manual has to be like done by human beings and hardware needed, like everything that needs to be installed and software need, like everything that's human, um, that only human nature could fix. uh, we could basically attach um, different data and like it could be verification. I see like thousands of applications just of like based on what you said, based on just like the fact that everything is being automated. But if you have a human being like that goes and verify all these systems, and this is money. So basically this could be another project there and there and there and there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think the more we go into decentralization, is the more we're gonna need. Sorry, automation. The more we're gonna need this decentralized technology, right? Like the more machines start doing jobs and are basically interacting in our everyday lives. Like let's say you're gonna have machines at your work, maybe even humanoid robots in a few years, drones driving by delivering stuff. All of this data, all of these cameras that they're capturing, that's all gonna be like we got to make sure there's like privacy, um, basically being preserved, right? And like people are
Mhm.
still having sovereignty over these things, or will turn into like some sort of communist dictatorship where like
Mhm.
the companies that are basically owning all of these machines, all of this hardware that might be even in your house, can just basically monetize all of your data and then use it
Ah, ben
to
oui.
basically sell your products and all of this stuff.
Mhm.
So we can also create products. That's kind of what we're working on. Like the company building is focused on the decentralization of autonomous machines as a DAO. So essentially, we can create different things to allow, yeah, just to make these machines, this hardware, all these things that we're interacting with on a regular basis, just more privacy preserving, more people focused rather than open source models, right? You don't want like these
Mhm.
machines or these humanoids, for example, where you don't know what the model is, right? You don't know if that's owning it. Like let's say they just pull a switch and then the robot might just actually do whatever they say it wants it to do, and so on. So then you could create all of these open source models and all these different things that can block things. So like there's Demo is an example of an existing beacon that is kind of doing that for Teslas, right? So Teslas, when they drive, they're all connected, right? They have internet, they have Wi-Fi, they have all of these things. So Tesla really knows where you're driving, at what speed you're driving, when you like to go out, when you usually don't use your car, what time you wake up, and what time you go to
Mhm.
work. So just from having that data of your car, they know a shitload of stuff about you, and they use that with this Demo device that a company is building in crypto. You can basically plug that into your Tesla, and it doesn't let them capture all that. You're capturing all your data and keeping it yourself, and then you can choose.
Mm.
You can
Oh
sell it if
wow.
somebody's willing to buy it to them, or you can just keep it and not. And then we're trying to build stuff like that for robotics, for machines, for decentralized AI, just in general. Yeah, just
So
general
So
the
essentially,
what was
you
the
get paid
decentralization
for
and
so you get paid for the data that you provide, basically. So there's
if
incentives
you
for
choose to
people
sell it,
to.
or you can just yeah,
but you
or
could
you can choose
create
to just keep it
APIs. You
and
could
not sell it.
create like APIs out of everything. You could basically create like if you have data that's going out of your nose like that, and you create like sent like you could basically create anything and create an API for everything that's automating something out of basically that what we use to not capture any data and not automate. So you could basically create like a system that's working by itself and sell it, or make it make money, or make it do ads, or make it make it make it do something for you, instead of just wasting it and going into like your data as you're walking, as you're driving, as you're drinking is valuable to someone somewhere. They want that. They're paying, like they're actually getting that data for free from you right now. But from what I
That
understand,
is,
you're
yeah,
creating
that is the
something
whole
for.
narrative.
Yes,
That is the whole deeper narrative. It's like
that's
not
crazy.
just data, but not just
That's
data, but
amazing,
other
bro.
things. But it's like, why
That's
would you give
actually
it for
crazy.
free when you
That's
can
wild.
charge for it? You know, or you can
Mhm.
create better networks of that data and then monetize it. So
Just
a
yeah,
lot
be
of it just
able to control it, like just on a legal standpoint. My dad is a lawyer. He was busting our balls with with that, like, don't sign anything, and don't just like you signing all those things on your phone all the time. Yes, capture my health data, my this data. We don't realize how much money is out of the window. This should be our data, and we should
Hmm.
be able to use it and market it the way we want,
That's
and
interesting.
just use it the way
exactly.
we want.
Another example just came to mind. So like there are people building like health trackers, you know, like the sports watches or Apple
Hmm.
watches that all also do all that data. That is valuable data. That is valuable health data. Now they're building devices in a decentralized manner where you can choose to then sell that data,
Mm,
I
right?
love how crypto gives the power back to
mm.
the
The
everyday folk. That's what I
people
love
bring it.
about crypto. It
Wow,
gives people the power back. It kicks out that middle person who
I
is
love
not
it.
providing much value, but we need them.
But
Crypto just gives the power back to the people.
we need
It's
more
insane.
like
But the use case
crypto
ones,
genius.
like these NFTs, like I don't know how you feel about NFTs, the NFT arts and stuff like that.
It's
But
like meme coins
I've
now.
been
It's like
waiting
meme
for
coins.
like I've
It's
been waiting
gamble.
for a use case
Yeah.
because like
I bought a lot of that too. I bought the NBA and the NFL and everything that went up because they were talking about it on TV, right?
FOMO, man. We
I'm
have
Yeah.
a
FOMO.
crypto nothing. I'm a crypto zero. Like you
It's
can
okay,
call
bro.
me crypto zero,
I
but
did
it's
stupid
fine. Like
moves too,
we all
man.
did that, and I hold it on. I just hold it, bro. I spent, and then I wait. It's like when it's no good, you don't crazy like go crazy and sell it. I just kept it, and you know what? I'm not unhappy with my investment because they're nice, bro. They're actually nice. They're like the Harry Potter cards. You remember the Harry Potter thing? They were moving and it's the same thing, bro. I bought cards and they're actually moments. So I actually love my NBA NFTs and my NFL NFTs. I like them. I don't want to resell them. I want to show them to my kids.
Enjoy, man.
I bought Series 1s. The only thing I bought Series 1 and I stopped. Because Series 1s eventually, like, they're the first series. So they're actually interesting, But
So who knows? It might just go up in the future. I don't know. I always looked at it like, what's the use case? I'm always looking, and then people would look at me like, bro, forget about the use case. Just make money. Just sell high. And I'm like, bro, I like technology, blockchain. It's amazing, And I'm like, and I was always looking for like, oh yeah, and I would I was such a noob. I would look at it, I would read like a white paper and think I was so smart, like, oh yeah, this coin is amazing because of this reason.
Yeah, I just
And
bought.
they have this much transaction per second. Oh, this is for sure gonna be a gem, And I buy it and I start shilling it like, like who am I, But you live, you learn, and I learned my lesson with that. But it was. It's unfortunate because like I had some bad experiences, and then when somebody like you, who's actually knowledgeable, comes along and says, "Bro, this is a good coin. Buy this coin," and I don't listen, and then it goes up 5x.
I called one. I told one
to
Theo this summer. I told him, "Yo, buy this coin. Buy this coin. It's gonna launch. It's gonna launch, and it's up 5x." And he didn't listen to me. I told him like 100 times, but it's fine. It's just I got another
Dude,
one.
I'll
You guys
explain
want
to
another
you.
call?
I'll
You want the
explain,
next call? You want the next call?
Sure.
I got a new call.
Sure. Should
No
we say it on
financial
live?
advice.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm just ex machina, bro. I'm telling you, launching
I'm writing that down.
January. Can we share like a Twitter link or something?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp and you can share it.
I could present it.
There we go. This is my project that I've been working on for the last couple of years. And yeah, it's a basically a decentralized. It's a DAO. It's a decentralized autonomous organization, basically uniting a global community to fund, develop, and govern autonomous technologies. So yeah, mostly like robotics and highly automated systems. So it's basically people pool their funds together to then co-invest into different deep-in projects like the ones we've been talking about, like Heliums, all of these machine type applications, tokenized machines that are generating revenue, like vertical farms, highly automated systems like electric vehicle cars that drive themselves, delivery robots, drones, all of that, equity into robotics companies. And then also developing, we're going to build an in-house lab basically of people who work on these kind of research projects, and then the DAO itself funds it, and then we're having spin-outs out of the DAO. So if we go do R&D into these universities, and we have basically ideas that we want to dive into deeper, like, hey, how do we create something that is creating real valuable data for training humanoid robots? Because right now there's a lack of data for humanoid robots, since there's no first-person data, and
hey,
they
cleaning
have to have
robots.
tracking.
I have a cleaning company. Let's gather data for cleaning robots. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
You could.
I have a cleaning company. You want
to
create a project based on that? I'm all in, my friend. Let's go.
Cleaning road. Yeah, send me more info, man.
I was the whole podcast. I was thinking of an application on my cleaning business. I was like, this is the future. We need to do that. I want to go international with my cleaning business, and most cleaning companies have problems. They have the same problems. We could fix that with what you're talking about.
Let's try to pull this up here.
Crazy. Like,
well, we're basically going to have a public sale, like a fair launch, where people can crowdfund capital, and then we're going to invest into these types of companies, and then they earn from all of the revenue coming in, and then we also spin out and fund our own development of ethical AI and decentralized technologies for for highly automated systems. Yeah, Gio, if you share the link, on the Twitter, we're planning to launch in January.
Geo pressed on the space bar. He's coming back. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Yeah, he quitted the thing. So
Yeah.
so you just said sorry. You were about to say.
Yeah, we're gonna be having our first wave, like first round of the public sale in January. So yeah, stay tuned for that. You'll have a lot of things to read, like white papers, videos, explainers. So we're trying to make it easy for everybody to understand what exactly we're building. But yeah, we're basically building a community to co-invest and co-govern and co-fund all of these different technologies as a sort of investment DAO.
Wow, that's so interesting. I don't know if Giordano is back. We need him.
Yeah,
to,
sorry guys, I'm here. I just I tried to share my screen and it kind of kicked me out, so I'm just.
Yeah, it's too much. You're gonna kick me out also. Like
trying to get back in here.
Crypto
Sniper has 2 questions.
Can we answer these questions though? Because we said no financial advice. Like, I'm not sure if we could answer those questions, but you let me know, George. You know better. Could we?
It's not me. It's,
I'll answer the ones that are okay.
It's like, just for entertainment. It's only for entertainment purposes, guys. It's not.
What wallet? You just use MetaMask and the Ledger wallet. What else is there? Another question. Predictions for BTC. I don't know, man. 100K already right now. I would say 130. Yeah, I wouldn't go much higher than 130 to be honest. Like it could, right? You never know. But around there. What is strategy of altcoin at this point? Strategy of altcoin. I don't know what that means.
The strategy
is the name of our podcast.
It's the name of the podcast.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll see at that point.
Okay, I'm pulling up. I think I got it now. It's because I had to allow permission to share my thing, and I had to close Google Chrome to like allow permission. But I think I got it here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So here, what are we seeing here, Mauricio?
Yeah, that's the company I'm working on. You can see that video as well. It's we got a coming soon trailer. The things are launching in January. But yeah, you can see some of the machines that we got drawn.
Hey, that's our boy.
Nice. Yeah, coming soon. So just give it a follow. Stay tuned. January.
Can you guys hear the audio?
And this is a real thing. Like, this is utility. This is a fair launch. Like we're going. If you do your research, I'm not telling you not financial invest. Just read up on this. I called the coin on Geo. He didn't listen. Just do your research on this, and we're building cool stuff here. It's not meme coins. It's not like speculative stuff. We're building tech. So have a look.
What's interesting about having you, Mauricio, is that you're not just a run of the mill crypto guy. You're actually somebody who's full time in the space. That's why I invited you on, because I think that you have valuable insights. Even though I know you're not giving financial advice. It's just it's your opinions, and it's just for entertainment purposes. But I just like you hear a lot of people saying like, oh, this coin is good, that coin is good, But you're somebody who actually has experience, who actually works in the field. It's like when you go for financial advice about getting a mortgage, for example, you're going to go to your bank. You're going to kind of like, you kind of go to your bank for that. And I'm not like, maybe that was a bad like example, but just to say like that's why I was happy to have you on, because I know that you're actively in the space and you have a lot of experience in it. And if you guys give X Machina a follow. So where can they follow you on Twitter, on X?
Yeah, mostly the Twitter updates there. And yeah, website. We're updating the website actually in the next couple of weeks. We'll have a lot of stuff coming right after Christmas. Yeah, New Year is basically launch of everything. So Stay tuned around Christmas time for the big updates. Yeah.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Cool, man.
Okay, we'll follow that 100% and maybe have you back on the podcast when your lunch is well and going. I wanna have you back for the next step of the project. I want to hear you more. I want to hear more about it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll share some stuff with you guys as soon as as soon as it comes out, we have more of those videos coming out explaining things, so it's like easy for everybody to understand, not just like the very knowledgeable crypto people, because we got to cater to like the traditional industries, you know, so they understand what's going on. But yeah, thank you guys for having me, and I'll come back for sure.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Anytime.
It's been
Hey.
real.
Have a good night,
All right,
Maurizio.
man.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
Have a good night, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Speak soon. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's stay on for a little bit. What do you think?
Wow, man. This guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. Honestly, I learned a lot. And actually, you know what? You know what's interesting? He was talking about man.
We have a crypto guy in the chat over here. I want to know his opinion because it's not my field of expertise. But we have somebody in the chat. His name is the Crypto Sniper. So I'm pretty sure this guy in the chat knows more than you and I combined. So
you read my mind. You read my mind. You literally read my mind.
He says, bro, this guy is a gem. Why is he a gem? Can we know? I want concrete examples of what makes this guest a gem. What shows the experience that he has? I'm telling you, he gave me a call, and you know, because I'm so used to all the noise, and I kind of the FOMO, I kind of block out the noise now. Like when people say like, "Oh, buy this crypto," because I lost money so many times FOMOing in, I don't listen to them anymore. And I didn't know him too much at first, so when he was telling me, "Bro, buy this, it's gonna go to the moon."
But Crypto Sniper, you want to come on? Crypto Sniper, you want to come on to talk? Ask him if he's done.
You want to come on now, Crypto Sniper, or do you wanna set up another Friday? Yeah, he is. You could feel the passion for sure. You could definitely sense that. Sorry about the beeping sounds, guys.
I'll come out. I'll come out next month. Okay, it's fine.
All right. And I think you said you were starting your own YouTube channel, bro. So let us know what it is, and I'm gonna have people that want to know more about crypto to go to your channel and subscribe. I know I already did because I'm looking to get more knowledge on the topic. And
this guy changed my mind on crypto. Like I got heated up.
Bro, he's not like our friend there who just shills like, oh yeah, buy this. No, you're an idiot, and he starts getting pissed.
Yeah,
it's not like that. This guy actually works full time in crypto. He's not a run of the mill guy. Like he's actually building a project on peak.
And it sound at the beginning. I'm gonna be 100% honest. At the beginning, I had a very hard time like following. It was hard for me because. And let's be real, for the average crypto viewer, like who are not seasoned, this guy was like a little too fast for us. But if you just kept on listening, if you go back,
how you asked him. I like how you asked him. Explain that to me as if I'm a 2-year-old. Explain that to me. I love that.
It helped,
and then he explained it
and
more
then
in
I
a way
understood
that people could understand.
And it's the future. And just because I said that, now I understand a lot more. Honestly, it changed my mind. I'm looking for $1,000 now, $2,000 to invest in. And bro, this is very
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to gamble on it. I'm putting it knowing that there is a high chance that I'm gonna lose it, and I'm okay with that.
Right now, with the information that I have, I feel like it's also something that could. I see the future in it. You know, you need to see some future in what you're investing. I see some future in that. It's robotic. Like everything is going, and we see it every day. That was the interesting part. The data, how you could keep your data for yourself, and it's true. This data that my watch here is capturing about all my health and all my stuff, it's worth money to all these companies.
I love how it gives power back to the people. You know,
this was
power to people, and power to the people. Unrealistic for the everyday person to buy shitcoins, though. We got to start with something like BTC. Does it matter if it's 100K, Ant, or like it's still better to buy, in your opinion, buy fractions of BTC?
I think it's the same thing for anything.
Mm,
100K on gamble versus 100K on something that should make
Well,
sense. That
like the way I see it,
It
with my
stays
limited
gamble.
crypto knowledge, BTC, ETH are blue chip cryptos. It's still going to crash like the other ones when there is a crash, but is it going to crash as much as the shit coins? Probably not.
Yeah.
Most likely not. But it's still crypto. It's still gonna crash. But now there's so much money poured into it. It's. I think the asset is worth more than gold.
I feel like
cap.
the more we go, the less it becomes gamble and speculation.
Absolutely.
The more we go, and as Maurizio said, it's the technology is going into more hands than ever. So more geniuses are thinking about ways to make this technology valuable to humans. It used to be good only for speculators, but that's where it starts. It doesn't mean that everything is good and you should invest in anything. And it also means that some people will take advantage. That will stays. That's in anything. Okay, but like at the beginning of the internet, there were some non-believers who said Amazon is just like the other websites that are selling some stuff. And now
did
Amazon...
I just get fact checked by Crypto Sniper? I said that it's worth more than gold, and he said gold is 17 trillion, and BTC is 3.3 trillion. Where did I see it, man? I don't want to give false information. That's not my intention, guys. But where did I see it that it's worth more than gold? Or silver maybe. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Thanks for fact checking, Crypto. Appreciate it. Tony Windows.
That's why we need Maurizio and
Tony,
Crypto to fact check.
Tony Winders.
Gold is number one, uncontested. Okay. I guess so. If you say so.
How many of you guys in the chat are purchasing? Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony, I'm listening. Cheers. Are you guys having a brewski? It's Friday, guys.
Guys.
Cheers, Felix. I like Freestyle Fridays. I like that there's no agenda. There's no agenda. It's relaxed.
This is the best question. Best question of the night, bro.
We'll ask Crypto Sniper if they're willing to. Okay. I wasn't gonna say it, but if he was down to say it, it's a Geo Bats Brune.
I'm dead. Oh, this thing is too funny.
What are you guys doing tonight? You're gonna say spend time with your kids?
Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you were talking to. You were still talking.
No, I'm just talking to everybody. What are you guys in the chat doing up to tonight?
Man, I just came back from.
I'm down. I'll have all you guys on. Every Friday we interview. Like I'd be down also to have Tony on to talk about the Windows. I'd be down for Geo to be on, talk about crypto. I'd be down for everybody to come on.
Tony Windows,
you guys all have interesting stories happening. That
Tony Windows, what does he do?
I'd be so grateful for you guys to share your stories.
George.
I'm not sure if they're the same person.
Is he?
Yeah, I think they are. I think he changed his name throughout the chat.
He cleaned.
But I'm not gonna reveal anybody's name unless they want to.
But, no. But they clean window. They install window.
They install Windows. They install Windows. They're an ideal partner for you, actually.
Yeah, I think we talked last time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring Carl Piatz for sure. I'm down. Carl Piatz has a business. The smart business guy, brings valuable insights to the tapes. You know. I'm not gonna change my username. I found my business name, Crypto Sniper. All right, man. I like it. I like Crypto Sniper. You could put your logo like a crosshair or something with like a Bitcoin right in the middle.
He's gonna steal my Pierre Eugène brand. I know for sure.
Pierre Eugène du Cimetière. That
he
is
loved it.
legendary.
Geo loved the Pierre
That's
Eugène du Cimetière
legendary.
brand.
I never understood why are you guys masking your name. I was like, bro, just put your name.
Pierre Eugène du Cimetière was the artist who created the American US dollar bill
My camera's
artwork.
low, huh?
If you guys didn't know, so if you guys check it out, Pierre Eugène du Cimetière was kind of a personnage. Go check him out.
Y'all idiot. Sure.
You want to share your screen and go get Pierre Eugène du Cimetière on the screen, please?
I think George is coming next Friday. I asked George. I don't know if he responded. I said, are you down? Because he keeps sending me listings of real estate opportunities in Portugal. I'm like, bro, come on the podcast. Come talk about it. Come talk about your real estate stuff over there. You might get some people interested to buy real estate in Portugal.
Hey, we're gonna be on a podcast, guys, on the 10th. No, it's not gonna air on the 10th of December.
Yo, Crypto Sniper's just naming every single person. He's just naming every single person. Get this person out. Get this person.
Their name dropping. All
Kills
Vimo. This guy.
I just opened up. Why did I open up my screen? What did you want? What did you want? You asked me to check something.
Pierre Eugène du Cimetière.
Oh yeah, I was checking to see if it was still alive. That.
What do you mean still alive? This guy's dead, bro. It's been a while.
Why am I searching it right now?
Because this is
Yeah.
just it's for fun, bro. For facts.
No, facts, bro. Facts.
Getting the facts. Having fun, bro. It's Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. We had.
Oh, it's still up. Lives in Philadelphia.
You know.
I'm not on Facebook. FBI book. Oh, are you happy about the election? The outcome of the election?
Who? Me?
No, I'm not. Definitely not talking to you about that.
No. I was like, hey, you can't be serious, this guy.
No. I'm talking to crypto. Yeah, shit. So yeah, man. I love Fridays, bro. Fridays are nice. I'm going to play some Nintendo and have supper at my friend's house tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to have a Nintendo night.
Yeah, me too. I think it's bro, I just discovered on the Switch that we could play old Sega games with the subscription. So I have a subscription.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I could play that on my iPhone.
Yeah, probably. But you know what's fun? I bought the old school Bluetooth.
I'm kidding. I don't mean to disrespect your Switch. I'm sure it's way better on the Switch.
No, but bro, I had these emulators on my phone.
The Switch is a gaming thing though. It's like it's got
because I actually use my Bluetooth old school vintage expensive.
Yeah, it's rich that you could play like Super Mario and stuff, and even Pokemon if you want. That brings back memories.
They only dropped Pokemon Snap on
Pokemon Snap. Yo, that's insane, bro.
Very nice.
Mental game.
I had a full night playing Pokemon Snap.
Last week. One day, bro. Whenever you have time, I know you have your hands full with 2 kids.
No, come on. It's December, bro.
I have a box. I have a box in my garage full of Nintendo 64 games.
I just want to play. I just want your stadium.
I'm gonna come over. We're gonna play. I'm gonna bring. Right. I have extra remotes, manettes, and we'll play.
Rich.
I have Super Smash Bros. That I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you in Super Smash.
Okay, so Crypto Sniper is asking us.
We're reading a lot of books. Crypto Sniper, we're reading a lot of books. Actually, I started reading a solo book. Fel, if you're down to get on it with me, it's a pretty popular book.
Go take screenshots.
Did you ever read this? Did you ever read this book, Fel?
Yeah, I've started it, but I never finished it. I need to finish it. But this is a very interesting book. Only like I would say quarter. I've read through the quarter.
Yo, that Terry O'Reilly book is such an easy and smooth
Oh, yeah.
read.
This is a game changer for smart small businesses.
It's such a like chill read. Like, I understand everything. You know, like some books are harder to read than others, and that's one of those books that I just understand it.
So
Like,
this is a very personal read. Also, that Jordan recommended me. I bought it on Jordan's recommendation. It was very good. This is the classic that we read. We don't really read it, but on Thursdays we inspire.
I'm looking forward to a new Thursday book. We're gonna have to talk about that. A new book that we could. Well, as soon as we're done with the 10x mentor one, we can.
My dad gave me that book, and this is only good if you want to be a new type of leader, like a new type of like if you're a head of multiple employees, and you have to deal with multiple personalities. I have a strong character. Me and Jord. This book helped me a lot with me and Jord working on this podcast. This helped me put myself second, especially in terms of emotion.
But do you honestly think that do you honestly think that every day is gonna be like we're gonna agree? Impossible. I don't think that would be. I think that would be weird.
Every day. This book tells you like every day you will go through emotions, hard emotions, sadness. Like every day you go through like 1,000 different emotions. This like if there's one thing for sure is at the end of the night. Tonight, when you'll go to bed,
one thing from this book here is the emotion about that you have power. There's power through maintaining your emotions, and not just when you get angry. Anger is the worst. Anger is the worst to emotion to display. Like when you see black, there's so much power in like just
controlling them.
Chill, control.
If you're able to control that,
override,
you're able to control your world more than you think. Way more than you could think. So this book is really about controlling your emotion and be more of a positive model for not only your kids but also like the people around you at work. I find it very interesting, but it's not for everyone. It's not an everyday read. That's why we're not reading this one on the podcast. But this one is very interesting, and that's
we could have leadership Thursdays.
Leadership what?
Leadership Latter Days.
Where's the GTD though? Do you have the GTD closed? Oh, I have it right here. So
I have it. It's on my phone. I have it on audiobook version.
So this is for Tuesday, Bio, and this is for every day.
Tuesday done.
Yeah, bro.
Can we think about another name for Tuesday just so it could like kind of like Monday marketing, Tuesday something, Winners Wednesday, Thursday tactics, Friday freestyle.
This is
do you guys have any suggestions what we should put as our Tuesday? Tout accomplir sans peine.
Ça c'est le. I have it in English also. This is the follow-up of this. So this is for next season, guys. I'm reading this in advance for next season. This is the chapter.
Go watch your game, Crypto. Go watch your game, bro. Enjoy your NBA game. Who's playing, by the way, before you leave?
This is a very good one. Yeah, I think I'll go watch my... Bro, you're watching NBA, bro. We need to watch NBA together, Geo. I love watching the game. I'm going to go... Memphis Grizzlies.
And Grizzlies. I just have one question for you.
Really? I got to go.
How much money do you have on the line here?
Zero.
Hey, what's it? All right, guys, let's call it a night. Thank you very, very much, guys. I enjoy it. I enjoyed this podcast. I enjoyed this podcast. Thank you guys for coming, man. I appreciate it, Phil, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Very therapeutic, in my opinion. C'était vraiment nice.
Yep.
Very interesting also.
Very, very interesting.
All right, on se voit lundi. On se revoit lundi.
Yes, sir. Have a nice weekend, guys. Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.